comic who just moved here to the Bay Area, so make it nice and loud for him. And in the hole, we got Jay. But up next, she's a co-host over at Cartoon on See You Next Tuesday Comedy. Let's give it up for Leslie Lang!
7 stars, you know I love you. Okay, bad news, I'm not doing the vibrator joke tonight. I know you're all excited, you missed it last week. Too bad, so sad. Remember a few weeks ago where I was like, I have the mic and I'm off my meds, so buckle up, right? So I was off, like my mood stabilizer, so I was out of town, didn't have any more of those, and so then I had 2 weeks of feeling like I thought I had the flu, but it turns out that those were the withdrawal symptoms of not going cold turkey off your mood stabilizers. But now I don't see I'm not lightheaded, I don't see the black dots, I'm not night sweating, I'm not fainting anymore. So I called my doctor and I go, why was I even on that medicine in the first place? I don't need that. She goes, remember you yelled at that baby? I'm like, oh yeah, okay, there's that, fine. So 7-Eleven, I love 7-Eleven because they've got the greatest egg salad sandwiches. And the guy behind the counter, he's ringing me up and he goes, can I have your phone number? And I was like, no, Kazim, you can't have it, but thank you. So then I come in another day, he goes, phone number? And I go, just because you say it like authoritatively doesn't mean I'm going to give it to you, Kazim, but thanks. So I was talking to my friend, she goes, he's not asking you for your number to go out with you. He wants your number for the 7-Eleven rewards program. So I gave him my number. Then I get in my car and he texts me. He goes, you want to fuck? And so we're fucking. So I went out dancing on Saturday night, and the young guys, they can't get enough of this, okay? And they're tenacious, right? So I'm there and I'm dancing around. There's this group of young men, and this tall guy comes over to me and goes, hey, I like your jacket. And I said, my jacket likes you. What do you want to do about it? So then he goes, you are gorgeous. And I said, all right, so we established you have 20/20 vision. Then he said, would it be weird if I asked you if I could kiss you? And I said, it'd be weird if you didn't, okay? He goes, I'm a basketball coach. And I'm like, okay, cool, because he's like 6'2", he's a basketball coach. I'm like, well, you got to shoot your shot, right? So we go outside, and he's tall, and I'm not, and I'm like, look, I don't have a chiropractor on retainer, so you're going to have to come down here, right? So we're making out. He goes, you want to get out of here? And I go, yes, I do. And I said, let's go to my house. I said, I have a few rules. I need a copy of your driver's license. I'm going to send that to two of my friends. He said, yeah, sure, no problem. Why do you want my driver's license? I said, because you're the last person who saw me alive, okay? That's how that goes. We're going to my house to have sex because I know where all the cameras are, okay? Or the best camera angles, I don't know. Anyway, so you're going to wear a condom. I'm going to be on the bottom. You are doing all the works. I can't get on top. I can't get on my knees. I have all these rules. He goes, okay, all right. I go, I'm going to be on the bottom, but I'm going to be involved, enthusiastic. My legs are being around. That's fine. Other rules, there's no sleepovers, snacks, or snuggling, okay? You come clean, you leave dirty. It's not a spa, okay? It's not a spa. I said, figure about 68 minutes. Anyway, his name is Turner, and during the off season of basketball, he sells liquor to bars and restaurants. And I said, so you're my Turner and Hooch? And he just looked at me, and I'm like, he's too young to know that.
He had no idea.
And he also didn't know that Hooch was another word for liquor, okay? And I didn't really exactly check his ID. I just said it to my friends. Anyway, so he goes, how often do you do this? And I said, I do it whenever I want. He goes, well, is this going to be like a one and done? And I said, dude, okay, we're not Turner and Hoochie Mama yet. Okay, let's just see how it goes. Right? Anyway. We had sex, it was kind of mid, right? He left the seat up, so, foul. Okay, so he's not going to be involved, asked back at all. Turner and Hooch, didn't even think. So I get pulled over and the officer goes, ma'am, I clocked you doing 68 and a 45. And I said, sir, are you sure it wasn't 67 and a 45? He let me go. I get pulled over on the highway and the guy goes, ma'am, do you know why I pulled you over? And I go, because I don't have a license plate in front of my car? No. It's because my tint is too dark? No. And I said, why don't you just tell me, officer? He goes, you were speeding. Did you see the 65 mile per hour signs on the way? And I said, I did, but Isn't that more of a suggestion nowadays, right? So he gets out and starting to write me a ticket. So I get out a piece of paper. I go, I'm going to write you a ticket, Officer McClanahan, badge number 425. Do you want to know when I'm writing you a ticket? He's like, yeah, sure. And I said, because there's a handsome limit on this highway and you are exceeding it, okay? You know, you seem like a nice guy, so I'm going to let you off with a warning. So I ripped up that piece of paper and threw it up in the air. So he did not give me a speeding ticket, but I did get a ticket for littering. Littering. I'm a sleep eater, and so I will go upstairs and not remember eating cookies, okay? I like jelly beans, and I got one of those big containers of jelly beans from Costco, and they have like a big top on it, and with my little raccoon hands, it's hard to get on. So I just leave that right next to my bed. You know, like that, right? See's candy, always. I will fall asleep with a piece of candy in my mouth. So there's See's candy all over my bed. So in the morning, I'm like, who's shit in my bed? More importantly, who's shit in my mouth? I know, but I know. Like I said, I'm a reverse cougar, actually. A regular cougar is an older woman who goes after younger men. I'm an older woman that the younger men are going after. Bam! Semantics, get it. And you know what? Pedophile theme, look at, I'm finally on the good side of a double standard. Let me have this, for God's sakes. After my show, this guy comes up to me and goes, you have a lot of sex. And I go, I know. And he goes, your vagina must be biggie. And I said, you know what? No, my vagina didn't kill Tupac. Anyway, less than 7 stars, Izzy. I love you.